Hey everybody, it's your boy Vito, and I want to thank you for returning to one of the most hateful channels on YouTube. As you guys know, all we do here is preach hate. I am Vito, I am a hate monger, I am an evil, horrible individual, and I only use my channel to try and make the world a worse place. Or so you would be led to believe. Now, I don't know about you guys, I've watched my videos. Maybe you've watched a couple of them. I'm pretty sure all I do is talk about movies I don't like and why I don't like them. And maybe I make a couple little comedy videos here and there. And maybe sometimes the comedy maybe gets a little bit edgy. Tiniest bit edgy. Tiniest bit. Not even, trust me. If I wanted to push the edge would get pushed. I don't push the edge on YouTube because they will demonetize me horribly. But I don't think I spread hate. I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm helping lead you down. I don't even know if I could say this word out loud. We'll see if the algorithm flags it. I don't know if I'm helping lead you down an alt-right pipeline, as some would claim. Now, one reason I find that claim comical is we'll get into why I find that claim comical. Let's take a look. Who's making this claim? Who says this about me? Well, a lot of my critics have said it. People that don't like that I made a video about The Last Jedi. What, like 3-4 years ago? It's been like, what? When did that movie come out? It's like 3 years old I made that review. Get over it. They say Vito spreads hate. He only made that review because he dislikes minorities. No, that was not it. That was not the reason. There's a lot of problems with that movie. And it's not that it's got a black guy and an Asian woman. Both of which, I want the black guy to have a bigger role. I've said it on many occasions. I want him to do more. And the Asian lady, I'm like, hey, she's a good actress. The script is just terrible. All right, let's get into it. This, I don't know where this came from. I don't know this is like a new thing. Somehow this came to my attention. This Rewriting Ripley podcast. A new bi-weekly podcast on feminism and fandom in the age of social media. Okay. Cool, I love podcasts. I mean, probably not for me. I probably don't need to hear about feminist angles on things. I know what's good. And I don't even hate feminism. And I've said it on many occasions. There's a lot of feminist ideals I completely agree with. 100%. The only problem is when you start calling everything sexist and trying to change media to make it less entertaining or interesting. When you tell me my video game, if it has a boob in it, I should be, dragged to a re-education camp. Okay, I take some issues with that. But honestly, I think that's fringe feminism. I think that's extreme feminism. I don't think that's the core of feminism. I agree with feminism. These people do not agree. Let's see. Rewriting Ripley podcast has put out this here tweet here. And the worst part of this, and the part that makes me the most mad, is that they call themselves researchers. We researched this. There's science here. The science of the hatred of Star... This is not science. You're not researchers. You're wrong. All right, let's watch this video. Let's watch real quick. I don't want to watch the whole thing. All right, it's. I mean, you'll get the gist very quickly.
Find a few rabbit holes that are very powerful and try to find which rabbit hole is the closest to your interest.
For me, once I started diving hard into some of these people's YouTube videos, and you kind of get hooked. Maybe they'll stop pushing this feminist agenda that has driven Star Wars into the ground.
We are going to talk more about Disney and their feminist agenda.
She has some weird...
Look, I'm going to say this. I mean, you get the gist. You understand what's happening here. They're taking a bunch of YouTube channels, guys who goof on feminism, guys who I disagree with on many occasions, geeks and gamers. This guy RK Outpost, who I think is just the clown among clowns. He doesn't like me. I don't like him. RK Outpost. But again, I think we on some level share some of the same concerns. I just don't go as far as a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys go, oh, feminism is what ruined Star Wars. Nah, I don't buy that. Bad writing ruins Star Wars. People who say Kathleen Kennedy tried to make it a feminist universe. Not really. Not really. There's some of that, but mostly it just comes down to bad writing, bad plot. It's not a feminist agenda. And that's where I kind of break with these guys, this RK, whatever the fuck, geeks and gamers, guys like the Quartering. I think they go a little too far. But as I just said, yes, occasionally I have mild critiques of some. I think sometimes if you're a hardcore feminist, it starts to leak in your writing. You go a little bit blind, and you start writing female characters who lack depth, who lack relatability, who are shining, perfect goddesses. And I think it hurts your story. I think it makes the characters less interesting and believable. I think we go into movies with male characters. You see them fail at times. You see them go through trials and tribulations. And it's much more interesting. And I think that's the best way to write a female character, as opposed to some of these golden goddesses that these people put out. So you go, Vito, why do you care? You're not in this video. This doesn't concern you. They're making fun of the quartering. Not making fun of, but they're saying if you watch the quartering, it's going to eventually force you to hang out with Steve Bannon. I don't know, whatever. Here's why. And this is nonsense. How do I get to this article? These people. So they got a podcast. I haven't listened to the podcast. I don't know if they talk about me there. And if somebody has the patience to sit through a podcast of two women making things up for fun, go nuts. But they also put out an article in plain sight. I'm so mad reading this because it's so stupid. It's so stupid that it's like, look, I'm not even going to say, like, there are some people who right now, and maybe this will sound controversial, who do use fandom as a gateway to say, and if you liked this video, come check out my other videos on the Republicans and why you should vote for them. Which is a bit of sneaky backdoor politics. I don't think I make videos. I don't tell you guys at the end of it, by the way, go vote for Biden. By the way, come adhere to my political beliefs. Because I don't think that you would follow me on that. I don't think anything I say about stuff. Thank you, Busho, for ruining my video. Can you not move the camera in the middle of the video, you fucking cat? I don't know. I don't want to preach politics to you. Sometimes we talk about politics in like live streams or stuff, and whenever I do that, I lose a ton of followers. But mostly, I'm not here to preach to you. And I think some of these YouTubers, they do end up trying to convert you to their political sphere. So I'm even going to say that's reasonable. But to say that this takes it way too far. How white supremacy, misogyny, and hate targeted the Star Wars sequel trilogy to one. I mean, the big one here is white supremacy. What? Look, I have arguments with the quartering, with Geeks and Gamers, with Ryan Chucklefuck Outpost, whatever the fuck, and I don't think any of those guys are outright white supremacists or white supremacy. I don't think that. I really don't. I haven't seen anything from those guys that's like, by the way, if you don't like Star Wars, come join the KKK. Come join the Klan. I don't see it. I haven't seen it. And there's nothing in this article that says otherwise. So let's go through this article. Blah, blah, blah. The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi turned everybody into hatred. Here's their little... This is great. Steve Bannon at the top. The alt-right pipeline, as they say. You come on down. And let's be clear. I hate most of these people. I really do. I don't like Steve Bannon. Milo Yiannopoulos is a fucking attention-seeking, talentless hack. Ben Shapiro's a little hobbit troll. I have no idea who this is. Don't know who this is. This is a legitimate Nazi. Dave Rubin is a disingenuous idiot who I think made like 50,000 videos about how Trump was going to win the election. He was just wrong. Jordan Peterson, I haven't read his book. It actually seems kind of interesting, though a little out there. He seems to think that he's the savior of humanity. I think he's smoking too much reefer. Cernovich, absolute grifter. Guy sucks. Posebik is the exact same. Both of these guys say they're against cancel culture when they were the guys who are specifically responsible for canceling James Gunn. Alex Jones, you'll love to hate him. You hate to love him. I can't lie. Alex Jones is a great showman. PJW sucks. Comic Artist Pro Secrets I don't watch. Quartering is... I fight with these guys, but I love them. I love to fight with them, and I think they feel the same way. And Tim Pool, again, is another idiot. So I hate all these people. I really do, most of them. Some of them I'm okay with. Quartering, I love fighting with you on Twitter. It's always fun. But the idea that, I don't know, somebody watches a quartering video, and next thing they know, they're, like, hanging out with Richard Spencer. There's a lot of lines there. I mean, even like something like I don't know. You watch Tim Pool and then you're gonna follow Richard Spencer. Maybe like I don't know, 0.01% of his audience is gonna end up there, but I think most people are not hanging out with this Nazi guy. I really don't think you get there from watching Star Wars videos. And if you do get there from watching Star Wars videos, I don't know, man. It's not. They even admit it's not a direct line. Okay, yeah, okay. You watch the quartering, then maybe you go watch this guy's thing. Then maybe, how do you get there through Jordan Peterson? Jordan Peterson eventually makes you into a Nazi. I don't buy it. There's nothing here. This is nonsense. All this. They talk about Gamergate, which we're gonna have to get back to. And let's be clear, I hate talking about all of this. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about Gamergate. I have nothing to do with Gamergate. I have nothing to do with any of these people. I have nothing to do with Richard Spencer. Why am I a part of this? Why? Because I made a video. I made one video! Okay, to be fair, I made multiple videos about Star Wars, but they're only mad about the one. They're mad that I reviewed The Last Jedi and it got a lot of hits. I don't know why that makes them so mad. Alright. So here's their grids, their graphs, their nonsense. And here's where this whole thing falls apart. These guys claim that they're researchers, right? That they research stuff. That this is all statistical. We ran these tweets through a robot, and the robot figures out who's alt-right and who hates everything. Okay. Negative YouTube videos mentioning Last Jedi by account affiliation. Here's mine. There's my video. Look, I made that one. The Last Jedi, complete cinematic failure. Why is my bubble green? My bubble's green because I'm a gaming channel. Okay. Let's take a quick look at something here. YouTube.com/Vito. The most popular gaming channel on YouTube. We're a big gaming channel. Let's take a look at my videos. I mean, let's not even look at the most recent videos. Let's take a look at my top videos of all time. Not to toot my own horn. Let's see all my top gaming videos. All the gaming videos I make. Let's see. Last Jedi. Well, that's a movie. That's like a comedy stunt. Movie, comedy stunt, comedy stunt. Comedy stunt. Joker. That's a movie. Okay, you know what I'm going to say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could say PewDiePie is a gamer. Maybe that is a gaming video. It's PewDiePie is most famous for being a gamer. And then 2 more, you get Resident Evil 2. Okay, that's 2 gaming videos. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 10, number 12. Let's see, movie, something, movie. Star Wars. Mulan, Alita, Star Wars. Then Pokemon. Okay, at like number 20. Looking at this, would you say that this is a gaming channel? Because I wouldn't. I'd say we cover pop culture and various aspects, kind of what's ever in the news. Now, I'm not going to say I don't like gaming. I clearly have a shelf with one of the greatest Game Boy Advance collections you will ever see, and I am very proud of that. We're not a gaming channel. Why do they call me a gaming channel? Why is that important to them? Here's why. Because they have a whole frickin' chapter about how, here we go, Gamergate. What is the Gamergate? What is the Gamergate? It's a great question. I'm not answering it. Why do they call me a gamer? Because it plays into this fake narrative that they're trying to push right here. That the gamers are the ones pushing the hate. They can't just say, I'm a channel, I'm a comedy channel, let's be clear. A comedy channel didn't push it. No. The gamers, the evil gamers. The gaming channel. Look at this giant gaming channel. Clearly, this is a Gamergate thing. I'm not a gaming channel. Mrs. Researcher, sorry, 2 women to put this together. Now I do sound sexist. Maybe this is a hate channel. Women can be researchers too. Just these ones are bad. All right. Now here's the thing is here we go. We're gonna get into me. Because I don't care about what they say about other people. They can slander as many other people as they want. I guess maybe I'm supposed to stick up for my other YouTubers, but no! I'm sticking up for myself. Alright. 1/4 of the negative videos are from channels that post content about gaming. Yeah, I've done it a couple times. Well, we stream some games, post content about gaming. That's so broad. We're a gaming channel. 1/4 of negative videos are from channels that post content about gaming. However, within this group... Fuck, I'm getting mad now. I'm getting mad reading this. Several accounts could be labeled as pushing alt-right or radical right-wing ideology. I'm mad too, Buscemi. My cat's yelling at me. Can I ask you guys a serious question? When you come on my channel and I talk about how I don't like Wonder Woman or Mulan, to be fair, those movies all star women. What can I do? They're the blockbusters that are out there. I made videos about Superman. Okay, I'm gonna make a video about that Justice League, I'm sure. Okay, we don't just hate on female-led movies. In fact, I didn't even... Remember how everybody was hating on Captain Marvel? I barely got in on it. I didn't even see the movie. I did set a Captain Marvel pop figure on fire, but that was because I wanted to do a whole series of lighting pop figures on fire, where I was going to take the most popular one each month and burn it, but nobody liked that video, so I didn't do that. It wasn't specifically because I hate Captain Marvel. All right. Several accounts could be labeled as pushing alt-right or radical right-wing ideology. This is what they are accusing me of. Veto. Pushing radical right-wing ideology. Now, I don't like to talk about politics on this channel. But I do want to lay out real quick how absurd that is. Who did Vito vote for? The radical right-wing ideology guy. I voted for Biden. And I know some of you in my audience, you'd think I'm an idiot for doing so. I don't care. Because you know what else? I'll say another controversial political thing. I do not like Donald Trump. I thought he was a bad president. Why do I think that? Because I'm a filthy, bleeding heart, liberal pussy, and I'm okay with that. And that's just how I am. But to say that I'm a radical right-wing dude because I made a review of I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You do everything right in life. This is the problem with being a liberal. See, now I'm going down this political thing, but it's true. If you're on the right wing, it's fine. You're all having a fun party. Everybody's on Trump's magic party boat. They hand you a beer and they go, "Welcome to the party." If you're a liberal, like I am, you are constantly challenged on it. You are constantly, are you a real liberal? What do you think about this political issue? What do you think about this political issue? Oh, you disagree with us on one thing? Well, you're not really a liberal. You're the radical right. You're alt-right. You're a radical. I had a friend come to me. We're getting way too political. Whatever. We're ranting here. Remember that guy, Kyle Rittenhouse, right? To be fair, a sad situation. A shooting happens. People get killed during a protest. Okay, I watched the videos. Whenever I get a situation, I like to look at all the evidence. I looked at all the evidence and I said, well, you got a guy holding the gun. You got another guy who looks like he's chasing that guy across a parking lot. Eyewitnesses say that the guy chasing him tried to grab the gun. Yeah, I think you could have a pretty valid self-defense claim there, or at least something that you got to fight out in court. It's not cut and dry. I had a friend send me a message. She goes, "I have to cut ties with you because you are a radical conservative hate monger." I'm like, why? Because I think that kid deserves his day in court? Because there's more to that situation? Yes, exactly. You're basically a Nazi, is what she told me. Why? Because, again, we eat our own, the liberals. I don't know why we do it. I don't do it. If you tell me I'm going to vote for the Democratic candidate, I go, good. Same team, high five. All right? That's what the Trump people do. You voting for Trump? Good. Same team, high five. But the liberals, no. Hey, the liberals are even mad that Biden won. They're like, oh, he's not as good as Bernie would have been. Yeah, okay, whatever. At least we got the guy in. You're never happy. You always have to tear each other down, which is what you're doing to me. I just keep screaming and my cat is mad. All right, so again, I'm pushing alt-right, radical right-wing ideology. But I don't primarily push a political agenda. Or my exact political beliefs are hard to pin down. First, they talk about PewDiePie, which I guess I should be honored that they're comparing me to the great PewDiePie. Thank you, researchers. For example, PewDiePie, whose opinion on The Last Jedi is negative overall, hasn't been without racist or anti-Semitic controversies. In 2017, he read a sign that says "Death to all Jews" and used the N-word to describe a player during a stream of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We have covered this. Oosh, can I make a video? This is the worst. The things PewDiePie has done, again, saying the N-word derogatorily towards another person, inexcusable behavior. And he's apologized, and I think he understands what was wrong. To be fair, he's not American. American culture, we treat that word much differently than other cultures do. I think he knew it was wrong when he said it. He felt bad for saying it, and you can say that he's a secret hate monger who, runs around his house yelling it at everybody who will listen. I don't see it. Seems like a nice guy. And, of course, the anti-Semitic controversy. We've discussed this as well, the idea of the sign, Death to All Jews. This was a service where you could pay gentlemen living in some country, some African country. We'll take a look real quick. PewDiePie, death. I'm on an FBI list for typing this in. Okay, so it was like a Fiverr service where you could pay these guys to hold up a stupid sign and laugh. You could literally pay them $5 to hold up whatever stupid sign you wanted. And the idea of the video was not, I endorse this message. The idea of the video was, are these guys stupid enough or crazy enough or whatever you want to call them that they would hold up such an obviously, I'm laughing, so now I'm in trouble. You're not supposed to laugh at it. Such an obviously horrific message. Okay, it was pushing the limits of, all right, these guys say they'll hold up a sign. Here's $5. Will they do it? Oh my God, they did it. Yeah, okay, a little too edgy, and as I've said, I mean, he was getting a check from Disney at the time. I've said this about Disney stars. I said it about Gina Carano. You guys got to toe that line. Didn't toe the line, but is this hate speech? No, this is a clear pushing the envelope of trying to get these guys to humiliate themselves, not endorsing this message. Whatever. Okay, we're finally on me, and here's where I get mad. I've been mad this whole time, but now I'm real mad. Another example is YouTuber Vito. They never call me comedian Vito. I'm always labeled a YouTuber. Comedian. Put me as comedian. I do stand-up. I write comedy scripts. I produce pilots. Okay? Comedian. Vito Gesualdi, not YouTuber. I don't want to be known as... I hate YouTube right now. I think YouTube right now is doing some really horrible things to creators. I hate the idea that I'm referenced using their name. Whose negative review of The Last Jedi, entitled The Last Jedi, a complete cinematic failure, is one of the most viewed videos mentioning the film with 9.4 million views. First of all, I have to correct the record here. It is not one of the most viewed videos mentioning the film. It is the most viewed video about Star Wars The Last Jedi on the entire, in the world. Give credit where credit is due. I have the #1 piece of criticism of The Last Jedi. Why? Because I spread hate and people love it, apparently. I can't believe they wrote about me. This is so crazy. His political views vary from right-wing to leftist. What the fuck does that mean? What is my right-wing view? Tell me. Is it that I want universal basic income? Is it that I supported Black Lives Matter? Is it that I argue on Twitter about Trump and how much, what a chuckle fuck asshole I think he is all the time? Are those my right-wing views? You can go through my Twitter feed. And people hate me on Twitter because I am legitimately an obnoxious liberal asshole who fights with everybody. So what are my fucking right-wing views? Tell me. Here's, this makes me crazy. This part makes me legitimately crazy. He doesn't like to associate with alt-right leaders like Jack Posobiec, who he has described as a griffer. Doesn't like to associate? I hate Jack fucking Posobiec. Doesn't like to associate. That makes it sound like I'm in the same world as him, but for some reason me and him have like a personal little... No, I legitimately hate this motherfucker. Okay? And this makes me insane. Even though he does indeed follow Posobiec. So this is them saying, he says he doesn't like Jack Posobiec, but he follows him on Twitter. Why do I follow Jack Posobiec on Twitter? I will show you right the fuck now. Go to my Twitter. Let's go. Let's find it. Okay. Why do I follow Jack Posobiec? Let's find out. It's going to take me a second to find it. Everybody be cool. There's me tweeting about Star Wars because I hate women. We're very close. We're very close. Okay. Damn it, where is it? It's right here. This is just me screaming at them. Here we go. Okay. Remember, the claim is that he says he doesn't like Jack Posobiec, but he follows him on Twitter. Here's why I follow Jack Posobiec on Twitter. I follow Jack Posobiec so I can troll him as much as humanly possible. anything Jack Posobiec posts, first of all, here's my tweet where I talk about, I'm trying to tell people, look, this motherfucker canceled James Gunn. Stop claiming this guy is against cancel culture when he specifically compiled the tweet document that got James Gunn fired. Okay, this is me trying to tell my followers, fuck this guy in his mouth. He sucks. Okay, Jack Posobiec says, Antifa militant John Earl Sullivan was Antifa militant, which is completely wrong. I'm going to try and stay out of the politics of it. But I go, you know what? Good. I'm glad John got paid. Fuck you, Jack Posobiec. Okay, name things larger than Biden's crowd. Trump's tally of blatant lies. Again, I'm an obnoxious liberal. Whatever. Proposed Montana law calls for Antifa to be a terrorist organization. How about we extend that to the Capitol rioters who wanted to trap and gas legislators? Would you say that I am following Jack Posobiec because I am a secret alt-right figure who secretly agrees with what this guy says, and I'm trying to convert my followers to his side? He says he doesn't like him. He says he doesn't associate with him, but he follows him on Twitter. Oh, I follow so many motherfuckers that I hate on Twitter. I am on Twitter only to fight with people. I am sick in the head. I need confrontation constantly. It's the only thing I use Twitter for. I am following so many people who I think are scumbag losers, so that when they post garbage like Jack Posobiec, defender of cancel culture, tries to get James Gunn fired, I follow that motherfucker so I can tear his asshole open whenever I see an opportunity. Whenever I can just slightly annoy him. Slightly, I really hope he sees him and he goes, that's that fucking veto guy. He's always needling me. Now, to be fair, he probably ignores all my comments. But I don't follow the motherfucker because I'm a secret Do you not follow anyone you hate? Okay? For you claim to be researchers. I hate to tell you this. You should know what's going on in spheres outside of your own. You should know what the people you hate are up to. I follow a bunch of people I hate just so I know what's being said, what's going on in the news. I can't believe you wrote in an article. I can't believe you wrote in an article. He says he doesn't associate with Jack Posobiec, but he follows him on Twitter. I'll follow. Why is this in a fucking, whatever this giant fucking article, which claims to be researched, meticulously researched, and you're going to say I'm a member of the alt-right because I follow a guy on Twitter who I hate. You can tell that I hate him. Okay. However, in Vito's review, the YouTuber this is a complicated one. And to be fair, maybe this went over some people's heads, and I get it. But in Vito's review, the YouTuber says one of the flaws of The Last Jedi is that Rian Johnson uses Laura Dern's character, Vice Admiral Holdo, to compel the audience to trust women. Okay. No. You're wrong. You're wrong. The flaw is not that he's telling the audience to trust women. As I say, I don't know if I say it in that exact video, but I have said it in other occasions. You can absolutely make a movie about the importance of trusting victims, of trusting women. There are movies about that, and I feel bad that I can't name any off the top of my head because I went into this blind. I'm thinking of the movie Doubt, which is all about a kid who, a priest who gets accused of something and how you look at that. Or what's that Mads Mikkelsen movie, which I haven't actually seen, where he gets accused of touching a kid, and it turns out the kid made the whole thing up, but, trusting, I guess that's the opposite. That's coming against sexual accusations. But regardless, yes, you can trust victims. Sure, absolutely. I've said that on multiple occasions, that if somebody makes an accusation, you do have to treat it seriously. The problem is that this is a Star Wars movie. And my analysis of it, my interpretation of it, maybe I'm wrong, I really do think that Rian Johnson looked at what was going on with the Me Too movement, with other, just general feminist ideas, and he wanted to say Poe Dameron is going to be kind of a mansplaining character who thinks he's right because he doesn't trust women. Again, he has her show up looking very feminine. I think it's on record that originally she was supposed to be wearing like normal rebel clothes, but instead, she shows up in a very feminine kind of ball gown, very feminine hairstyle, pink hair, whatever. And I think the point was, well, you think you don't think that could be a military commander? You don't trust her? Well, it turns out she had a secret plan the whole time. And the only fault that you had was not trusting her, and the reason you didn't trust her is because she's a lady. Am I off base with that interpretation? I really don't think I am. I think it's pretty obvious I think there's a Vanity Fair article with Laura Dern where she talks about how it's basically a feminist movie. I'm not gonna look it up right now, but I don't know, man. I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's kind of beating you over the head with it. The problem is that it doesn't work because we don't actually have a reason to trust her. Okay, we don't get shown like, oh, she's super capable, and the only reason that Poe doesn't trust her is because she's a woman. No, we get shown that like she isn't giving Poe information that he crucially needs to make informed decisions. And you go, yeah, I don't know. He kind of has every reason not to trust her. But the movie is like, no, he doesn't trust her because she's a lady. I'm like, yeah, but it kind of reads to the audience that this is a guy who literally begs her. He's like, do you have a plan? Because if you do, please tell me. And she's like, oh, shut up, leave me alone. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work. So the criticism is not, you could have made that a thing. I still think it would have been obnoxious to have Poe Dameron, who's a character I like, be a misogynist randomly. But yeah, you could have had it. You could have had a situation that shows she's a very capable commander, and that the only reason somebody doesn't trust her, don't use Poe for it, but the only reason somebody else doesn't trust her is because she's a lady. But I just thought that you undermined that whole plot point by giving the audience other reasons to mistrust her other than being a woman. Anyway, Vito invokes criticism against the Me Too movement to suggest that asking the audience to trust female characters in power is the same as asking people to trust women who come forward with their stories of sexual assault. No, that's wrong. It's wrong. Again, people, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm the smartest guy in the room, or maybe I'm too much of a dummy to make my points clear. The point is that this hashtag feminism, this idea that you go on Twitter and you go hashtag me too, hashtag time's up, I think I think it does not solve actual problems. I've been screaming so long. I'm going to sip on this. My throat's getting raw. I think what Rian Johnson did was performative feminism. I don't think it was real. I don't think it was important. And I don't think it moved the needle on anything. I think it was just feminism for the sake, I hate to use that term, virtue signaling. To say, look, I put a feminist moral in my Star Wars movie. Aren't I so brave? Clap for me. Clap for me, Rian Johnson, the feminist. When you did not think out that moral at all. You did not write it in a competent way that resonated with any audience. Because most people, that's one of the biggest complaints of the movie, is everybody being like, why didn't she just tell them the plan? Okay? So when I say in my video, hashtag me too, hashtag time's up, it's not to say don't trust sexual assault victims. It's to say that Rian Johnson putting in this movie is about as hollow as using a Twitter hashtag to say you support. If you support all women, go do something about it. And yes, you could say showing solidarity is fine or whatever, sure. But both of those hashtags have been hijacked by corporate interests. The people who came up with them, whatever that actress was, Rose McGowan, has been disowned by the movement she started, which has now been hijacked, again, by corporations. I'm sure Coca-Cola's out there tweeting hashtag me too, hashtag time's up. It's woke corporate nonsense. And Rian Johnson putting it in Star Wars felt as emotionally hollow as Taco Bell telling me hashtag time's up. So, I guess this went over the head of these women because they're dumb, as women are. Okay, I'm a misogynist now. Well, you gotta make a couple jokes. No, women are great. I love women. Most of them are smarter than me. But, yeah, this clearly went over their head. As the same as asking people to trust people who come forward with their stories of sexual assault. And I've gotten into huge arguments with people who say, you can't disown people just based on accusations. And I go, look, man, there might not be hard evidence in the Cosby case, but you get a certain number of accusations, you got to lend them some credence. Or just a very credible accusation. It could be one accusation. Now, I wouldn't put a guy in jail because of it, but if someone comes forward and they go, here's what happened, I'm a credible figure, I have some form of evidence, hopefully, to prove it. I mean, let's put it this way, I'm not going to bury a guy, but if his ex-girlfriend says he did something creepy and my sister starts dating him, I'm going to be a little worried, Absolutely. I don't immediately dismiss stories of sexual impropriety. I'm not that kind of guy. But, it's much easier to just say Vito is a big dumb Neanderthal. I mean, they see me wearing a Zelda t-shirt and an Evangelion hat and a bunch of anime stuff, and they go, this guy must have the IQ of a potato. Which, to be fair, Maybe I do. But I like to think that sometimes I'm smart and sometimes have nuanced opinions on things. And no, I'm not ridiculing the Me Too movement. I think the Me Too movement and the Time's Up movement, they both started off with great intentions. Great, it was a great idea. And then they quickly, as all good things do, got hijacked by corporate interests, by grifters, by nonsense, and whatever spirit of those original movements existed has been buried beneath corporate market speak. Here's the best part, though. Not only am I, let's be clear, not only do I push alt-right, radical right-wing ideology, not only do I have political views that are could be described as right-wing, and a follower of the hated Jack Posobiec, not only did I say you should not trust women with their stories of sexual assault, all of this is wrong. All of this is so wrong. Here's the worst part, sorry. There's a lot of bubbles in that soda. I'm not going to edit this video. It's just going to be one straight rant, so me burping is going to be in there. What can you do? All right. Vito has also spread racism. Vito has also spread racism. I want to ask you guys a question. When you come on here, when you come on this channel, when you see me on Twitter, tell me about all the horrible racist things I've said. Now, have I made some colorful jokes? Sure. But I'm going to say I have never made a joke any more offensive than anything you've seen in South Park, Family Guy, The Office, 30 Rock. Again, there's different rules for some reason. If you're the mainstream media, you get away with making an edgy joke. If you're a guy like me, well, you're a hate monger. You're a racist. I'm a racist now. Why am I a racist? Article in a now deleted tweet of an article reporting that a podcast host had been suspended for using racial slurs. Vito insists I rap along to songs containing the N-word, and I have never once felt bad about it. Why am I a racist? I'm a racist because when I listen to Forgot About Dre goes, what's the line? Nowadays, everybody want to talk. All these, I can't say it on YouTube because I'll get in trouble. All these buddies who say that I've turned pop, that I'm a firm flop. I don't say buddies. I say the actual word when I'm listening to my Eminem adopted, because I only listen to rap music from my gen. I don't listen to any modern rap music because I'm a freaking fossil. Yeah, I might be rapping along, and I don't catch myself. I just rap the whole thing. Cause why? Because I'm a human being who likes rap music sometimes. Is that racist? Does that make me a racist? Black people in my audience, tell me. What would be horrible is to discover I have no black people in my audience, because then I would feel bad. But I know there are some black people in my audience. And please tell me, when I am in my house alone, by myself, and I listen to Forgot About Dre, are you okay with me rapping along with it? Even if I'm out, I'm in my car, I'm listening to it, and I rap along with it. Maybe somebody might hear me. Is that really wrong? Really? That I enjoy the work of a black artist so much that I want to embody that black artist and pretend I have his rapping lyrical skill. All you buddies who say, I don't know why buddies is my stand-in for the N-word. He then proceeds to tweet the racial slur. Let's see it. Ken N-word with the A. Respect. I would never use the ER. Let's be clear. Although, I guess some rap songs use it. So maybe, if I'm rapping. But otherwise, I would never type it out. I have standards. I would never type it out. Can a buddy get a table dance? YouTuber Vito Gesualdo has one of the most top viewed videos. The most top viewed video. Lie number 1. Tweets a racial slur in a now deleted tweet. Now deleted tweet, that's lie number 2, because I stand by the things I tweet, and that tweet is still live. Why? Because I ain't no pussy. I ain't no punk. I stand by this. We're in an era where people Again, no matter the context, it doesn't matter if you're rapping along, it doesn't matter if you're referencing something else said. You could post a screenshot of a lyric sheet and you would get canceled for it. And you know what? Cancel me. I want you to cancel me because I love the song Table Dance by Maestro, which I will probably get flagged for playing. Which sucks because I really want to play it right now. For those of you who have not heard the song Table Dance by Maestro, it is him going, "Can a buddy get a table dance? Shake it up, woo. Back that thing." And he says it a bunch of times. And it's real. It's just a song about saving up your money, going to the strip club, and getting some fat booty stripper to shove it in your face. And it rules. It's a great song. Can a buddy get a table dance? Shake it up, woo! We've played it on some streams before because I love it. I unironically love it. It's not me being a racist. It's not. I like the fact that the idea that this is me that's what sucks. Let's wrap this up. Let's be clear. These guys are grasping at straws so hard to try and make these tenuous connections. So let's go through all their lies. One more time. One, that I'm a gaming channel because they want to connect me to Gamergate. Not a gaming channel. We established that. Number two, that I do not have the top Star Wars video. I have the top Star Wars video. That's not really relevant, but let's be clear. I'm number one. What else? That I push alt-right or radical right-wing ideology. I mean, you would have to define what that is. I don't know what that is. I think a guy who votes for Biden and wants universal basic. I wanted to vote for Yang. I made Yang hats. Do I have a Yang hat? Somewhere in here. Is that my Yang hat? No, that's a different one. I made Yang Gang merchandise. Is how much I love Yang. Yang! But I push alt-right ideology, radical ideology. Let's see. My political views are right-wing. I follow Jack Posobiec because even though I claim I do not associate with him. Great. I don't want people to trust women who come forward with their stories of sexual assault. True, very true, of course. And I spread racism. All of this, in this meticulously researched article. Clearly, I've been yelling for a while. Let's wrap it up, guys. If you come to if you come here looking for me to push you into an alt-right pipeline, please don't. I don't want you to. I really hope you don't. I still don't really know what the alt-right is because they keep changing it, the definition. Right now, part of the definition is, did you like Star Wars? No? Well, you're in the alt-right. You're an alt-right grifter, Vito. Okay. Well, if you're coming here for me to tell you women are bad, people of different races are bad, if you want to hear racist, alt-right hate speech or whatever it is I'm doing, I don't think you're going to get it here. I think you're going to get some movie critiques. I think you're going to get some funny videos. I got a video I'm making about French fries. You know, one of the most common alt-right topics of the day is French fries. Which ones are good, which ones are bad. All you're going to get here is a fat guy talking about movies. And if you follow me on Twitter, maybe once out of my thousands of tweets, I have tweeted so many tweets, I can't even remember. I deleted a bunch of them because you have to delete them every now and again. But I thought I used to tell you how many tweets you had. I tweet like 20 times a day. Out of the thousands, tens of thousands of things I've tweeted, exactly one time. Where'd the search bar go? All right, well, Twitter's broken. Point is, you can search for every time I said the N-word. And any form of the N-word. And the answer is that I did it exactly one time. One time I posted a rap lyric on Twitter. And that's how they get you. All it takes is once. One time! And now, what am I labeled? Well, he spreads racism. He's a racist. We live in a society, folks. That's what it comes down to. Thanks for watching my video. More cool videos coming soon. And, you can't win. You get canceled. They're canceling me. Good, cancel me. I don't care. Just do it. I don't care. I'm done. Do it!